Have you ever wondered, did humans and dinosaurs live at the same time? This question has fascinated believers, skeptics, and scientists for decades. For some, the very idea sounds impossible. For others, the Bible may hold surprising clues that humans and these giant creatures once shared the same world. Today, we'll carefully explore what scripture, archaeology, and ancient traditions actually say about this mystery. Stay with me, because the evidence and the questions may surprise you. The Bible begins in Genesis with the account of creation. On the sixth day, God created all land animals, and on that very same day, he created man. That means, according to scripture, humans and all animals were designed to exist together. If dinosaurs were part of God's creation, they too would have been alive when Adam and Eve walked in the garden. But why doesn't the Bible use the word dinosaur? Well, the term itself wasn't invented until the 1800s, long after the scriptures were written. Instead, the Bible describes mysterious, powerful creatures with different names. In the book of Job, chapter 40, God describes a behemoth. This is no ordinary animal. It eats grass like an ox. It has enormous strength in its muscles. Its tail is compared to a cedar tree, tall and strong, and its bones are described as tubes of bronze, limbs like bars of iron. Many scholars have wondered, could this be describing a giant sauropod dinosaur like a brachiosaurus? Critics argue it may have been an elephant or hippopotamus, but their tails are small, hardly like a towering cedar. The description seems far larger, far stronger, and far more mysterious. And then there's Leviathan, described in Job 41, Psalms, and Isaiah. The Bible paints Leviathan as a terrifying sea creature, covered in scales that no spear could penetrate, leaving a trail that makes the sea boil. Some verses even describe it breathing fire or smoke. Could this have been a poetic way of describing a giant sea reptile, like a mosasaur or plesiosaur? Or was it simply a metaphor for chaos? Across cultures, from Babylon to China, legends of dragons appear, large reptilian creatures with fearsome power. Could all these traditions be rooted in the memory of real encounters with giant creatures we would now call dinosaurs? What do you think? Do you see these descriptions as poetic, or do you think Job may have been looking at a real creature? Drop your answer in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and who knows, your idea might inspire another video. But let's go deeper. Archaeology and ancient art also provide some fascinating clues. In Cambodia, a carving at the Ta Prohm temple seems to show a creature with a long tail and plates along its back, strikingly similar to a stegosaurus. In Mesopotamian seals and South American artifacts, we see serpent-like or dragon-like animals, some with wings, others without, that look eerily close to dinosaurs. And of course, in China and Europe, dragon stories persisted for centuries. The descriptions vary, but many match what we know today about dinosaur species. Were these simply myths? Or were they cultural memories of people encountering creatures that were thought to be extinct? Science tells us dinosaurs disappeared around 65 million years ago, long before humans. Yet the Bible tells a different story. If Noah was commanded to bring 2 of every kind of animal onto the ark, what about dinosaurs? Could smaller dinosaurs have been included? Fossil evidence shows massive bone graveyards where entire herds of creatures were buried suddenly in mud and rock. Many Christian scientists suggest this fits perfectly with the catastrophic global flood described in Genesis. A violent, rapid burial explains why so many fossils exist in concentrated layers. Could the Great Flood be the key to understanding both the survival and sudden disappearance of dinosaurs? This raises another big question. If dinosaurs boarded the ark, why don't we see them alive today? Some suggest they couldn't adapt to the post-flood climate. Others say they may have been hunted by humans, who often told stories of battling great beasts and dragons. It may be that they gradually died out, just like many other species throughout history. Now, before we draw conclusions, it's important to remember that Christians hold different perspectives. Some believe Behemoth and Leviathan were symbolic, not literal creatures. Others see them as evidence that humans once walked alongside animals we now call dinosaurs. Science and faith do not always speak the same language, but they both invite us to explore and ask deeper questions about the world God made. One thing is certain, whether symbolic or literal, The Bible presents these creatures as evidence of God's power and authority over all creation. That's the heart of the story in Job. God is reminding Job that no matter how strong or terrifying creatures of earth may be, they are nothing compared to the Creator who formed them. And here's something to think about. The mysteries of dinosaurs are not just about the past. They point us to the greatness of God today. The fossils in the ground, the dragon myths in human memory, the words of Scripture, all of them remind us that creation is vast, complex, and awe-inspiring. The more we learn, the more we see how little we truly know and how great God truly is. So, did dinosaurs live with humans? The Bible offers clues, archaeology offers puzzles, and science offers challenges. The truth may not be fully known until eternity, but one thing is sure. The wonders of God's creation, past and present, always point back to Him. Now, let me ask you, what do you think? Do you believe humans once saw living dinosaurs? Or do you see these creatures as symbols and myths? And here's another question. Are there other Bible mysteries or history topics you'd like us to cover? Drop your ideas in the comments. We love exploring these questions with you, and your suggestion could be the next big video on this channel. If you enjoyed this journey into one of the Bible's greatest mysteries, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss the next episode of Bible History Mysteries. And remember, the deeper we look into history, the more we discover. The Bible is not just a book of faith, it's a book of truth.